You're hanging out with Ian and Abby playing some nostalgic video games. As a couple, we are working our way through Pokemon Leaf Green. We're in episode 14, and I did Google it for Ian since last episode, I was gonna say. And it is the 7th floor we fight Gary, and then we can go to the 11th floor to fight Giovanni. So we're in the right spot by accident, which is kind of nice.
Ah, you mistook me for a self-worker, eh? I did. Scientist Joshua. So in the last episode, we were talking about our last meal.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free to follow the rules that were set and let us know what your last meal would be.
And either cheat or don't cheat.
Well, I was thinking about it, and I have decided...
Oh.
I have decided that the seasonings on the various portions of the meal can't have more than 1 tablespoon of another different portion of the meal. So if on my starch, I can't have more than 1 tablespoon of a protein. Because I was cheating and made my fettuccine alfredo just a bunch of fish. So it would have 1 tablespoon of clams.
Yeah, that wasn't fair.
No.
Why clams?
Scallops.
Scallops. That sounds more like you. And I mean, like, to be fair, all I wanted was onions and beets. And I feel like those are 2 of the least aggressive vegetables to ask for. It's really not demanding. If you're like, I want this fish, and that fish, and this fish, and this crustacean, and some other fish.
So, for dessert, I think I will have... I do like pie, so I'm going to go with...
Pie?
Yeah, I'm not paying attention, and I tried to Thunderbolt Sandra. That didn't...
It doesn't really do much damage to Jolteon. I think it's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. It's a bit awkward, though.
I mean, I thought you'd pick brownie. Usually, I make cheesecake brownies, and Ian has told me they're his favorite thing in the world. So I'm surprised you picked pie. I mean, I respect it. I'm just surprised.
I think pie, either strawberry or rhubarb, with a tablespoon of ice cream. I can season it with ice cream.
He's seasoning a pie.
You must delicately season it with ice cream.
Then I'm seasoning my cheesecake with more maple syrup.
You can, because it's not one of the forbidden... Okay, 5th floor. Where are we? 7th floor, okay. So
apparently you're supposed to fight Gary on the 7th floor, but where?
I think you were supposed to... I have to get...
Oh, he's over there.
So how do we get to Gary?
I don't know.
We're gonna cheat. We don't want to fight everybody here. I will...
I'll Google it.
Yeah. I think that's probably wise. I'm gonna hang him in the elevator. I'm kind of sad they don't have specific elevator music. It's just...
Take the elevator to the 5th floor, get the card key, then go to the 3rd floor, and use a teleporter to the 7th floor.
I was not going to guess the 3rd floor for a while.
Or at all.
Or at all.
There's a Pokeball!
There was.
Who's that Pokeball?
It's Abby Law. But another way to do it, I mean... I don't love this game because it makes me sad that I can't have crab or lobster or...
You made the rules. Normally it's just, what would you eat? But you're like, no, it's better to have parameters. Everything we do has to have parameters.
So sad.
Or it has no value. This is how he deconstructs Disney movies. I'm just trying to go in with the vibes and the songs and having fun, and Ian's like, based on my parameters, this was wrong, and that was wrong, and this was weak, and that was bad, and no one can like this movie. Meanwhile, it grosses $3 billion in the box office, and he's like, well, they're all wrong.
I do sound like that. But at least I got my facts straight. Alright, I think Jolteon, you are leveling up a little quickly, my Sparky friend. Let's get you...
Well, I think it's up to and including level 50, though, right?
True, it's just...
No, that's fair. That's fair.
I think we can sub someone else in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pokemon. First we'll stop by Meowth.
Yay! A little Fram!
And you know what? Alakazam, you're up. You are up. Okay. I think this is the room with the Pokeball that we were mandated to get.
Yep, mandated. And I think that's the one where the one with just the laptop in it is the one that gets you to Gary.
I think you're right. I support Team Rocket more than I support Silphco. I'm so curious what Silphco's mission statement is.
It's probably live, laugh, larceny.
Live, laugh, Sylph.
That was funnier.
Yeah, yours is funnier. Alakazam's so fun. I love his little shoulder pads and his little wristband.
He looks like a fox playing football, and he went to the cafeteria and was like, "This is where we play the game. Give me the yogurt."
Yeah. But I mean, another fun way of we won't do it today. But another fun way of playing this game would be like to give yourself a budget.
You know how fun it is to have a budget when the prices of things change dramatically depending on the minute, and they've now started doing targeted pricing. Have you heard about that, Ian?
Hold on. Here's Gary. Okay, he's going to start with a Pidgeotto. I'm going to put on the amulet coin just so we can take more of his doubloons. That's how I'm going to honor him.
You're honoring Gary by stealing from him?
It's pirate honor.
Okay.
Per honor.
Piranhas.
Piranhas. Gar, what's kept ye up, teeny? Har, har, har. I thought you'd turn up if I waited, har.
Har, har, har.
I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I car. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Except, Gary, I don't believe that because every time you see us, you degrade and attack us.
Does that mean he's with Team Rocket? Because he was hiding in their lair and none of them were defeated?
Look, you got a Pidgeot.
But, answer my question. Is Gary in allegiance with Team Rocket?
Yeah, like, what is he doing here?
What's he doing here? Why is no one fighting him? And why? Because if he was not, and he had to fight them all to get to this floor, there'd be some that were knocked out, you know? But there were lots of bad guys.
Gyarados? No.
And they probably would have gone in to get him, right? So, is he evil? Really evil?
I think it's a good theory. Thunderpunch. Gyarados.
Maybe in our fantastical Pokemon game where we play as Team Rocket, you play as Gary. And then we get the lore behind Silphco.
It would be so... Oh, man. I just love thinking about the perfect Pokemon MMORPG. So in World of Warcraft, I've never... Well, no, that's not true.
We've played World of Warcraft.
We've probably played for about 10 hours, I would say. We picked characters, and we kind of, like, did some quests. Abby and I just couldn't sink our teeth into it, eh?
I had a hard time, because I always like the collection aspects of games. And you were supposed to collect little animals, but I found it was hard because you could only collect so many animals at once, so you couldn't collect them all, even though it was kind of implied you should. And it was kind of hard to get them. And then I was annoyed with the transportation because you had to actually... You couldn't quick travel anywhere. You had to actually navigate, remember?
And maybe you can, we just didn't understand it. Oh,
yeah.
Venusaur. I think Aerodactyl will handle it. Even though we're a bit out-leveled. This will be super effective. And nice! Aerodactyl one-shotting. Venusaur is pretty tanky, so that is a good sign.
He looks so angry.
He's very angry. So we're going to compare all our different attacks. The attacks. Oh, nuts.
It's okay.
Click too fast. We only got 2,800, and that's with the amulet coin. Well, Aptini, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. Am I a genius or what?
No.
I'm going to the Pokemon League to boat out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Trainer? That's good, eh? Well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. See you, Gary.
He's so weird. Should we talk to this guy?
Yeah, this guy heals.
Aw, that's so cute.
He doesn't heal. He gives us a Lapras. I thought he was healing us.
I mean, I like this better. Free Lapras?
A free Lapras is free.
Is that a Pokeball in that room, by the way? It's okay. It's okay. If you go down...
I'm not going to. I didn't see it. I'm claiming ignorance. So, wait, no. Stop right there. See? Don't you move. See? We won't move. So,
Oh, it's your computer.
There we go.
Well, we heard a ding. We're like, what is that?
Oh, Alex. Oh, yeah. So, anyway, we probably didn't World of Warcraft right. We never really got into it super much. I can understand why people like it. It's got a lot of good elements. The graphics were interesting, and the class system seemed interesting. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I'm pretty sure in World of Warcraft, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, no sweat, there's like the Horde and the Alliance. Like you pick
Which side you're fighting for?
which faction you're on, and people love factions. The houses of Harry Potter. For example, I'm pretty sure there was, what was that movie that people, oh no, Drowsy. I have nothing that's good against Drowsy.
Like, are you talking about the Hunger Games?
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the Districts
And then,
the Divergent series.
yeah, with Dauntless and
Gormless and
Ruthless and
Boneless.
Sadless and
Cabbageless.
we didn't like that one.
You don't want to be cabbageless.
No, then you'd be an avatar.
Then you have no coleslaw.
Do you just get flashbacks to the cabbage vendor in Avatar who is just always losing his cabbages because of Aang?
Oh yeah.
He has a whole cult following on the internet. It's great.
So what I was getting at though is that you could join as Team Rocket faction or like Professor Oak faction.
Yeah, and there'd have to be different drawbacks and bonuses, but they'd have to be equal.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be pretty cool if there were like 5, because there are so many legendary Pokemon that have been made. So they could either create new ones, or they could just bring back any of them and just arbitrarily assign them to the good and the bad side based on, I don't even care what. And be like, you have to be in this faction to have the chance to catch these 5 Mons. Should you?
Teeny, I don't have any more antidotes, and I'm reluctant to use the full restore. Teeny, so I meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain.
He sounds less like a mob boss and more like he's sinking in quicksand. What is happening with your accents?
I'm not a voice actor. Boss Giovanni, Giovanni.
I'm Giovanni.
Giovanni. So we learned last time that Nidorino does not have any ground type attribute. He's only a poison type, so this will probably not kill it.
It made it sad though.
It did. It made him furious. Now I'm going to go out on the limb and suggest that Giovanni, or whatever I call him, has a full restore. So I'm actually going to swap. Because Alakazorn got that psychic attack.
Yes.
That is very strong against psychic types. Or no, poison types.
Nice.
Let us see. I didn't use a full restore.
Maybe saving it for his better Pokemon?
It might be. It's funny how like the main antagonists don't have the same benefits as like the random trainers. Alright, here we go. Nidoqueen. This is definitely something that Alakazam can handle.
I always think it's interesting. I think I've said this before, but why don't people in gyms start with their best Pokemon? Because I get that it's meant to be a challenge. You fight all the low-level Pokemon, and then all of a sudden you're only left with so many Pokemon, and you have to fight the big bad guy. But at the same time, if your end Pokemon is so great, why not just start with it and then crush the noobs? And then they're just so sad, right?
Ooh, inner focus prevents flinching. Yes.
Yes!
Alright. I don't know how this is going to work out. I think Alakazam might go down, and then we'll just swap him out with
Anybody else.
anybody else. So, yes, those would be our meals. I think I would go with strawberry rhubarb pie, some ice cream, and that would be very delicious. Although, you could play this game. That would be a good game show, actually, or like a reality TV show. So, each person picks like what their last meal would be, and then other contestants try and make the best of that meal. You know what I mean?
And then they kill them? Like, what is...
No, but like the person who requested it samples all of them. Why can't I move? I want to. Bye, Alakazam.
Bye!
We have a president.
Oh, dear girl. Thank you for saving Sylph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way, because I am rich. I can give you anything. Logic. Can I have a Mewtwo? Here, maybe this will do. Abitini obtained a Master Ball from the President. Abitini put the Master Ball with the Pokeballs. You can buy that anywhere. And the money.
So why does being rich help us then if you couldn't buy it?
It's our secret prototype Master Ball. It will catch any Pokemon without fail. You should be quiet about using it, though. Why? Well,
And that's all he says.
That's it?
That's...
What if we talk to him more? Does he just repeat things?
I don't know. Let's find out.
And what about the lady with him?
You can't buy.
Okay. Oh.
She says...
Thank you for rescuing all of us. We, from the president down, are indebted to you.
Can I be president then? CEO, CFO, COO?
Because he's rich, he cannot give you that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use an escape rope.
Of course we are. There's literally an elevator on this floor you can walk to faster than you trying to find the escape rope.
Where is the escape rope?
I'm not telling you.
Aha.
You waste escape ropes.
Whee!
You fiend. He
escaped. Okay, I guess we should heal. There's something wrong.
You're kidding.
What
are you doing?
I don't know. Sometimes the controller rebels against me. Let's not forget we left Bill in a Pokemon Center waiting for us. Hilarious.
So funny.
Yeah, it's not that funny, but a lot of NPCs, Pokemon life is just waiting for the protagonist to show up, so I'm okay with it.
Should we buy anything before we continue on to the next stage of our journey? Do we need supplies of any kind?
I think your plangent cry has swayed me.
I don't know this word plangent. I swear he just eats thesauruses for breakfast and spits out words at me randomly that only he and 3,000-year-old men know the meanings of.
I'm going to sell this.
What's a plangent?
I actually don't know if I'm using it correctly.
I'm going to Google it.
Pearl. Yeah, I think plangent means sort of like a heartfelt. I think it is P-L-A-N-G-E-A-N-T, maybe?
G-E-N-T. A sound that is loud, resonant, and mournful or plaintive.
Yeah, plaintive. Like heartfelt. Yeah,
It doesn't say heartfelt. It's loud, resonant, and mournful.
Well, what was that last word, though?
Or plaintive. It refers to things like tolling bells, crashing waves, or a sorrowful cry. They all evoke a sense of sadness.
Yes.
Well, it's not art. It originates from the Latin plangria, meaning to strike or beat, often in grief.
Yeah, you made a sorrowful plea for me to get things.
I don't know if it was that sorrowful.
Escape ropes.
You don't deserve the escape ropes.
Oh, max repels. We do have quite a few repels, but buy 15 more. Max repels. Full heals.
Can we get more Pokeballs?
Of course. That's what we're definitely going to get. Revive. We didn't have that many. And, okay, they only sell Great Balls here. I wonder where they sell Ultra Balls.
I will Google.
Well, we'll get some Hyper Potions.
It's amazing how much in Leaf Green you have to Google if you don't want to wander around aimlessly for some time.
Okay, so, nice work, Abby. We have defeated that. Let's go on and pick up...
Wait, I will Google it. Fuchsia City sells Ultra Balls.
Fuchsia City, you say?
And Cinnabar Island and the Indigo Plateau.
Okay. Well, let's leave that for now then. We're going to give Alakazam the thing.
Oh, the thing!
Amulet coin. Give. It's funny that they have the option to use things that cannot... You try and use it, it doesn't work. So what happens?
No, a teleporty gym.
Yeah. Okay, I see a trainer. I must fight him. That is the Abbey law. Mm-hmm. You won't reach her easily. No, we won't.
No, there's too many teleporters. I hate teleporters. They just drive me crazy.
Wait, if this is the Psychic Gym, why did I get out
Alakazam?
Alakazam is
I
second.
literally don't know. I've stopped questioning you. I assume you have some secret plan, but I hope your secret plan is modified, because I don't understand.
I just remember that I thought the gym leader had a Gengar. So
why are you getting him out now?
I just assumed everyone had a Gengar right up to her, which in hindsight was not sound logic. So what I was saying about a game show, or like a reality TV series, is there's lots of cooking shows out there.
We like them.
You know, you could up the ante. Now, I don't know, maybe this is too morbid, but let's say,
It's like a Make-A-Wish thing?
yes. I wanted to agree with her, but it was asking me yes or no if I wanted to learn trick, and I was like, I don't want to learn trick, but I want to answer yes to her question. My brain had a seizure, so that's not great. But yeah, you could actually have people who were, because a lot of people know when they're dying if they're in palliative care and so forth, and they could have their moment on TV. I think they'd really like that.
Actually, that could be less morbid and more cute, especially, you know, like, because a lot of it's mostly elderly people in palliative care, which we're grateful for, that it's, you know, elderly people who have lived a full life, who are at the end of their life as opposed to younger people. But we do know that younger people can end up there as well. But I think it'd be kind of nice because palliative care can last a longish time. It could be days, but it could be months, right? So it might be nice if people are well enough to be able to eat proper meals. You know, if people came in and they all tried to make a rendition of their favorite meal, maybe over the span of a week or something, so the person wasn't overwhelmed with food and they could really enjoy it. And they could make little notes and they could have little interviews. That might be really nice for them. You know, something positive and light and fun in an otherwise hard time. And then maybe part of the challenge is to make enough to share with their family so that the family staying and visiting with them in palliative care can also participate in this like lovely meal, right?
I tried to use Fire Punch. Don't judge me. Now I'm getting Magical Leafed.
I love Magical Leaf as an attack. I think it is so great. I hadn't realized it was a move before Fire Red, and I am a fan. It's just so good. What's your leaves?
So I think that would be a great show. I think it would have buy-in. You could incorporate the emotion of the person sort of passing away. The food they asked for could tell a bit of the story of their life.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing is, I suspect that when you're filming, the cameras and equipment and the lights, they'd have to do it in such a way where it wasn't overwhelming. But that's fine. And then the participants go off and they try and make it to the best of their ability. So they interview the person for a little bit.
Maybe it's just one person, because you know how they filmed the show The Office? How it was sort of just like one camera? That's how they tried to do it?
Yes.
They could do it like that, where maybe they just like have one guy holding a camera and one interviewer, and then maybe they only meet the contestant the day they're presenting the meal. So maybe when they come to present the meal, just the contestant holding the meal and the camera guy come in. I think that could be, you know, because they have cameras that I think, without any excessive lighting, could get pretty good lighting, right? They don't have to have studio lighting to do that, right? I feel like technology's come a long way. It would still look really nice, because I think the goal would be to sort of help the people. Now, I kind of want to watch this show. It's sad, but it's also kind of bittersweet, because why should, just because someone is at the end of their time on Earth, we
Can't do anything fun.
Yeah, why abandon them? Why write them off? You know, they're at the end of their life. We all understand that because that's what palliative care is, but why not try to make that time they have left so special? I kind of like that, you know?
Well, being on TV is a common desire. Like to be a star on a show.
Yeah, have 5 minutes of fame.
You know, whenever people are on the Jumbotron, they're excited about it, a lot of them. So, yeah, I think that could be the show. And you could... Now, of course, people in palliative care often have dietary restrictions and, like, the way they can eat things. So...
They might have to go to a lot of different hospitals and find a lot of different people.
Well, I think that would just be the challenge. I would, like, today this person could only eat liquid food. So make their favorite food liquefied. And it's like...
Oh, I just meant, like, they have to just go to, like... You know, they're like... in this episode, we're going across Ontario. Today's episode, there's one person from this one hospital, you know? And then the next episode, they're in a totally different place in a totally different hospital. So it's less depressing, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll workshop it. It just gave me us talking about our last meals gave me that thought. I mean, if you really wanted to be intense, you could go down to the States where they have people on death row. Because I think in some states they do still have the death penalty. Sorry, I have like an Archie fur has embedded itself in
your face?
My nasal cavity. Okay, so we have fought many trainers, but I don't know if we're getting any closer to...
Is that her?
No.
No. I can never tell, because I'm pretty sure the main gym leader has a similar cool dojo outfit. I do love the... When I look at this character, I just picture aggressive Swiffering. Has anyone been there where they aggressively Swiffer? They get a Swiffer often for the first time, and they realize it can swiff up all the dust, and then you become sort of like a mage of cleaning. And I previously said cleaning cannot be fun, but there's a 5-minute window where you blast music and you Swiffer aggressively things that do not need to be Swiffered while scream singing. Does anyone resonate with this? Because that character, I don't know what she's holding, but and her expression and her pose and the thing she's holding, it just screams in my head aggressive sing Swiffering. No?
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Definitely, this character, this sprite of look at that +4 special attack. Oh, I just really like Alakazam.
Yeah.
So powerful. Channel attack. Let's have a look at her. She has no eyebrows.
I mean, just the mouth is open, the eyes are huge. She's like half bending over, like she's getting up or trying to get under something, you know, and she's wielding her. I'm gonna call it a Swiffer. I've been there. I've been that.
If anybody knows what it is, please let us know, because I was going to go with like a fan.
It probably is. It's probably a beautiful cultural thing that I don't understand.
Yes.
But I just can't help but remember every time I see her face and her expression and her pose and her stick, just the Swiffering. What are you doing?
So I don't know how to get to the middle. So I'm just randomly going in and out of these things. Now, there's probably a way to do this. So let's remember this room with the channeler.
Uh-huh.
And let's try the top. Okay, that brings us to this guy. So I think, Abby, for the sake of our friends watching...
Oh, okay. What gym is this?
Oh,
that's a good sign.
well, the Saffron Pokemon Gym. Yeah, I mean, if the Pokemon game wanted us to know what they were holding, they could have had one of the channelers be like, do you like my, whatever it is, my fan, my channeling stick? But they did not do that. Slowbro. I think this is that the first Slowbro we've seen? Also, I think Slowbro might be the only Pokemon. The lore is, and you know what? How I found this out? I looked in Abby's books. So, Abby,
they're saying bottom left portals are the ones that usually you want to go with.
Bottom left. Okay.
Bottom left. That's what the internet is saying.
All right. Thanks, internet. Bottom left.
It just seems to say.
Oh. Wow. Internet new. Thinking who she'll start with. She probably will start with her... Okay, we're going to start with Alakazam. We're going to roll the dice. Hello.
Anyway, you're looking at my... Oh.
I had a vision of your arrival.
Is that good?
Oh, it's...
I'm channeling a little bit of Moaning Myrtle.
I've had a psychic power since I was a child. It started when a spoon I carelessly tossed bent.
Are you sure? Because it didn't impact the ground? Or...
I dislike battling. But if you wish, I will show you my powers.
What?
I wonder why she signed up to be a gym leader if she dislikes battling, A. And B, are we just establishing that humans have supernatural powers in this universe?
Also, why is she dressed like an alien?
All right, I have chosen badly for our starter Pokemon. But we're going to Ice Punch it, hope for a freeze. There's a 10% chance of freezing. Let's hope for that. And then we'll switch out. Oh, critical hit. Even better than freezing. Less likely, but just as funny. Okay, so we got some EXP. Venomoth, Bug, Psychic. No.
Aren't all of her Pokemon supposed to be Psychic because she's the Psychic Gym Leader?
Fire Punch. I don't know. I just thought she had Gengar. It's not my fault. Okay, let me see. Who's next?
I am sure Google would have answered this question.
Mr. Mime. I don't know. One thing I didn't do very well while planning my portion of the team is get anybody with a dark type attack or anything good against Psychic at all. Rock Slide. Or any fighting type attack. So like Psychic and normal types.
I've never seen a female Mr. Mime before.
Oh, that's smart. I never thought of that.
Because it's called Mr. Mime, so I assumed, because some of them are gender locked, and I didn't know you could get a female Mr. Mime, because it's Mr. Mime. I mean, I'm not against it. Power to you, but I didn't know. You know?
That is wild. I never thought about that either. Alright, well.
Like, I assumed all Jinxes had to be female, and all Mr. Mimes had to be male.
I admit, I didn't work hard enough to win. I didn't win enough spoons. Your victory has earned you the Marsh Badge.
Why Marsh if you're a Psychic Leader? 8,600 monies. The booms.
The Marsh Badge makes Pokemon up to level 70 obey you. Stronger Pokemon will become wild, ignoring your orders in battle.
That's kind of scary.
Just don't raise your Pokemon too much to avoid that problem. Wait, please take this TM with you. It's haunted.
What does it do? What does it do?
Psychic power isn't something that only a few people have. Everyone has psychic power. People just don't realize it. Join my MLM now to hone yours.
What's MLM?
Oh, it's something I hate. Multi-level marketing. It's essentially a legalized pyramid scheme where most people lose money and the people at the top of the pyramid only make money because everyone beneath them, they get a portion of their sales. So, like, let's say if you recruit 100 people, then, like, 10 or 20% of all the things they sell comes back to you as a paycheck. So you don't actually have to do anything except force other people to sell products. So usually only, like, the top 10 or 100 people out of hundreds of thousands actually make any money. It's a whole problem. But it's becoming more of a... I actually read a book yesterday that was called Death in the Downline. It was actually really good. You could tell the author researched MLMs quite well. And it was a murder mystery, but it took place in the context of an MLM. And it had a lot of the tropes and a lot of the problems of an MLM. And it was really good. It was well written. It was interesting. There were some twists. I liked it. I would recommend that book.
Nice. We'll talk more about MLMs, but not supporting them, clearly, in the next video. So thanks for tuning in.
Have a great day.